Hello there everybody, it's the Silent Warden here, and today we're going to be going over some speculation I have that was brought with the Chains of Hero questline. Okay, so one of the first things that we should keep in mind is that every message we see is written in blood. And in each of these messages, they're referring to Rell as a person in the third person. Now, I don't think it's actually the fanatics of the Red Veil writing these messages. I more likely think that it's the Void itself. Reason being is, during the Chains of Hero questline, we come across these red and black apparitions all the time. Now, these red and black apparitions could be Red Veil fanatics that have been overtaken by Rell's presence, and even Rell himself at this time is being taken over by the Void. The Void is literally crushing him, that he did not have the second dream. Now, another thing that really supports this is one thing that Rell says constantly throughout the questline. He always mentions the man in the wall, and he sticks to that to the very end. The Lotus tells us that there is no man in the wall. But yet the Lotus does not know Rell even existed. And yet the Red Veil did. Rell became a godly figure, a savior figure for the Red Veil. Because Rell, lacking the somatic link, lacking the second dream, gave himself up to the Priest of Chains, Hero. So now we have to remember that Lotus did not know that Rell was a Tenno, and that Margulis, as stated in the questline, cast him out because he was different. Light, touch, and sound overwhelmed him. But Rell's Donda, which we come across during this quest, let him focus. And when we take that Donda away from all the specters, Rell says, no, mine. Now the Red Veil uses this Donda to actually communicate with Rell. Sure, his physical body is dead, but because he was a Tenno, because he has the Void constantly flowing through him, he's able to communicate with the Red Veil. He is still their savior. And now once again we have to remember that Rell was the rejected one. But Palladino, the current speaker for the Red Veil, and her mother before her, have always been there for Rell, to guide Rell away from the dark of the Void. But it gets to a point where that can't work anymore. So during the quest, you find Rell's memories, and these memories are his last part of his humanity. His anger, his fear, his sadness, his nervousness, his embarrassment. They're the only things binding him to us, his humanity. So during the quest, you have to go and capture these apparitions that are different from the maleficent ones that are out to harm you. These apparitions are used later on during his final fight. You use them multiple times. Now, these memories pull him back just enough for you to destroy his chains. But even as he's about to dissipate into the Void, he mentions the man in the wall. Now my idea is that the man in the wall is a Void demon, or the entire Void itself, as if the Void is a sentient being. And he mentions that the more we know about him, the stronger he becomes. And even at the very end of the quest line, we see our Tenno out of their chair, either on the Codex or the Marketplace. When you look at them, they say, "Hey kiddo." Now if you refer back to the War Within, the same voice that says "Hey kiddo" is the same voice that talks to you if you reject the Kuva, give away the Kuva, or if you drink the Kuva. And if you know anything about the Kuva, it's from the Void. In some cases the Kuva has been called the Void Blood. Now how does something that is everywhere, that is constantly flowing, how can something like that have blood? Well, that's because the Kuba is condensed void. When you drink it, he says, "Hey kiddo, it's about time." If you throw it away, he says, "Kiddo, you would be nothing without me." The void is everything that we are. The void is our Tenno. The void is our Warframes. The void sometimes can't control itself, and it corrupts things within our plane of existence. The Orcan Towers are the only thing that can withstand the void. And even then, the neurosentries are not working properly. There are still a lot of things we do not know about the void, or the quote-unquote void demon, or the man in the wall. But I'm going to stick with my idea that the void demon is the man in the wall, that the void is a sentient being that is constantly flowing through our Warframes and our Tenno, and is slowly driving our Tenno to madness. Because if you ever read the comic, or Rell's comic, you see that the adults on the Zimmerman, they went insane. And many times, the children of the Zimmerman had to kill them. Well, anyway, that's all I have for this video. If you have any speculations of your own, leave them down in the comments below, and I might make an updated video including your speculations. And as usual, I have multiple links in the description, so if you want to donate to me, that's in the description. If you want to subscribe, that's in the description. Follow me on other social media, that's also in the description. Anyway, this is the Asylum Warden, and I really hope you all are having a good day or night wherever you're at in the world, and I'll see you all next time.
Your aged vessel is dust and your chains are broken. Be free!
But the man in the wall, who will